Happy Friday, everybody. It's very early. In my room, I've probably got the dirtiest windows in the whole school because my windows are not being replaced yet. There's a very early Liverpool. But let me show you my sad notice board. Madison, thank you for that. I'll talk about that in a moment. Lovely that. I had that one last week. There's Tula's work from last year. That one has to stay up. That's a portrait of me. It's like looking in a mirror, isn't it? Looking in a mirror. But look. Oh my word. Look at that. That notice board. It's looking rather empty. I set you a challenge last week. Do you remember? To do lots of work at home. Could be whatever you want it to be. Stories, pictures. Or it can be a list of kings and queens. It can be anything. Because I want that to be full. So I'm going to set you the challenge again later on. And I really want by next week to show you in assembly, you're not going to be able to see any blue. It's going to be so full of children's work. And it's been another busy week, hasn't it, LIPA Primary, settling into our new classes. Now, you may remember on Wednesday, I came into all of the classes with our friend Mrs. Allen and had a look around and met the children and how well everybody settled in. Reception, Bella and Bertie, well done. It looks like you've been there for months. Tidying up, lining up, working hard, playing with your friends. And all across the school, it was clear to see when we were walking around that you guys, the children, you knew what you were learning. You knew what you had to do. There was lots of independence. There was lots of resilience going on. But the thing that really summed it up for me, the one thing at the top was challenge. That there was lots of children pushing for challenge, doing challenges. In some of the classes, they were coming to me and saying, I've done my challenges, so I gave them another challenge. And this week in school with the teachers, we've been talking about a word called ambition. And that's kind of like challenge, where we're ambitious, we're trying to be the best that we can. Not perfect. Do you remember year 3 when I came in this week? Perfect isn't really a thing. How can you be perfect, good at everything? You can't. But you can be the best that you can be at each thing. So we were really impressed when we were walking around our school. I was really impressed with this as well. Let's go for a walk. Now in school, we spend a lot of time on our learning environment. And what we mean by that is our classrooms, so that it can help your learning. And I thought this display that's just outside my class was really good. Not just in terms of the level of artwork. Noah, that is absolutely stunning, young man. And all of these. But have a good look at the writing that goes with it. So, this one, Meadow, talking about good classmates in year 6. Loyal, kind, they share, they use manners, they say things like, would you like me to help? You okay? Never give up. Compliments. They're not selfish, ungrateful, disrespectful, greedy, unkind, what we've got. They say things like, would you like some help? They are, so look at this one. Helpful, supportive, truthful. They share. They are not. Talk over the teacher. Talk back. Bully. Ungrateful. Disrespectful. Forgot here. Beautiful handwriting on this one. Is there a name? Oh, Sandra, well done. Disrespectful and mean. Kind and happy. Small writing here. I'll have to go in. They say please and thank you. Are you okay? Sorry, can I help you? Do you need help? I'll tell you about a little boy in year 4 later on who really impressed me this week. And are not mean, bullies, impolite, unkind, rude, disruptive. And I thought, we talk about our learning environment, our classrooms and our corridors. And it's a way that we can reinforce, if you know what that word means, reinforce what we're all about at LIPA Primary School. So this one, it's a shame it's here in a way, because not a lot of you will see this, but if you do get a chance, please come and have a look. Another thing the teachers and all the staff talked about this week when we had our training was, what does it mean to get better at LIPA Primary School? What does it mean? What does progress mean? And maybe you can think about that as well. What does it mean to get better? We do come here to be good readers, of course we do. What about the other things? Yeah, there's all those subjects. But what about being a good person? What about all those things that Year 6 have written down for us? For me, we want children, by the time they get to 11, to be ready to go to secondary school and be really good people and really successful there. Some of them are going to stay here, hopefully. Some of them will go to all the secondary schools. And then when they get to the end of the secondary school, to go on to the next stage and be successful and good people and say the right things and be the right people and make the right choices. For me, that's what it's all about. Now what the teachers do, we've done something called a Google form, and all the teachers put their ideas in. Because like I said last week, we have something in school called a big school improvement plan. It's our school improvement plan about how we're going to get even better. And it's important that we get everybody's ideas. Anyway, back to my board over there. It's very blue. Madison, thank you for your lovely picture. Madison in Year 3. As I said, I would choose the best 3, but I didn't get 3. Maybe I'll get 3 next week. Fingers crossed and all that. So Madison, when you've listened to this assembly, come along this afternoon, choose a book. If I'm here, great, we'll have a chat. If not, please come in anyway and get one before the weekend. Shoutouts, there's a lot this week, so get ready. Mrs. Lucas, first of all, she said, please can I do a shout out for our teaching assistants? As today, that was yesterday, is National Teaching Assistant Day, and as we know, we have the best teaching assistants in our school in the whole world. Definitely do. Mr. Mason said, can all the reception teachers give a massive shout out to our children in Bella and Bertie class? They have done fantastically well settling into their new school and have completed their first week of full days. We all are very, very proud of them and looking forward to a very good year. Miss Beachy said, can I give a shout out to Leon in Playhouse, please? She's always a role model and growing in confidence every day. She says, can I also give a shout out to Ella, please, for always being the first to help me or Mrs. Heaney with any jobs in the classroom. Miss Atherton says, shout out to Kaylin, please, for having a kind and caring nature and being resilient in her work. That means that Kaylin has found something hard this week and been successful. They're the ones I love hearing about. Miss Lyons, she says, my shout out goes to Maya, please, because the whole year 14 thinks she's completed some brilliant English and PBL writing. Well done, Maya. She's worked very hard to include brilliant features such as similes and personification. Her adjectives are always chosen perfectly too. She's a true writer in the making. I know that because she's done some work for me before that I had on my wall last year. Maya, are you there? Yep. Will you do me something for my wall? Nice one. All right, Miss Moore said, could I give Dominic a shout out, please, for being selected to perform in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. He's going to be an actor, is Dominic, at the Liverpool Playhouse. He's very excited about it. Miss Beachy again says, Cormac, please, in Philharmonic, was so thoughtful at lunchtime. He thought that he may have nuts in his sandwich, so he put his hand up straight away to tell the teacher. It turns out they were only seeds, but Miss Beachy was just so impressed that he thought of other children, because we've got some children in our school who do have an allergic reaction to nuts, and it can be very serious. Now, my middle daughter, Molly, she's got a very, very bad nut allergy. So if she even smells nuts, it can get extremely dangerous. So well done, Cormac. That is just superb for a Year 1 child to be thinking that way about other people. Miss Noldy, this one came in at 4:30 yesterday. She said, I hope it's not too late for a special mention. It is not. And this one comes from Miss Turney. She says, it's for Asaf to say that he's made such incredible progress. Considering he came to the UK only a year ago, he's gone up 6 book bands. Wow. And has a fantastic attitude to learning. And the next one is from me. And it's to, there's my list. There, Mason in Penny Lane. Why? Because when I was doing my learning walk in all the different classrooms this week with Mrs. Allen, I was on the stair. The manners of the children in this school is impeccable. Always asking people how we're doing, hello, and all that sort of stuff, which is great. And Mason was going downstairs towards the front door with his class, and we were at the back of that queue waiting for them. And Mason just turned around to me and said, "Oh, hello, Mr. Parker, how's your day going today?" And at that time, Mason, I had loads of things in my head that I've got to be here, I've got to be there, and I thought, Mason Murphy just asked me how my day's going. That was superb. Just needed it at that point, Mason. Just shows what a caring person you are. Okie dokie. Birthday time. They have arrived. What are you talking about, Mr. Parker? They have arrived. Hold on. Hundreds and hundreds of gold medals have arrived. We know who the gold medals are. Well, I do. You don't. I'll tell you a bit later. Okie dokie. Happy birthday. Now, this week we seem to have a lot of birthdays. So if you have had a birthday, stand up. It's a very special day. Some people have gone from 6 to 7, 9 to 10, and even 11 to 12 up in year 7. So please stand up. Give them a clap. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday if you've had a birthday in this week in September. Happy birthday to you. And give them a clap. Fantastic. Tell everybody your favourite present. I do miss doing that in the hall with everybody getting you up at the front and all of that sort of stuff. But hey ho, here we are. Get ready, teachers, get ready. Get ready to press pause on those laptops. Head Teachers Awards, let's go for it. Well done, everybody. If you got one of these, remember, come and show me later on. Now, we talked about ambition before. Are you ready for some maths questions? You may have to pause this. So there I was on Tuesday or Wednesday, driving home, only about 2 minutes out of school. Beep. Sound. It was the petrol light, petrol warning. So I go home via Edge Lane, pulled in, filled up, and I thought, this is what I'm going to do my assembly maths questions on. So here's question 1, and remember they get hard. Okay, so when you buy petrol, you've got a choice. You can either pay at the pump or you pay at the cashier. And I wanted to pay at the pump, but I pressed the wrong one. So I counted my steps. So from my car to the door of the petrol station was 10 steps. From the door to the cashier to pay was 5. And then it was the other way around. 5 steps to the door, 10 steps back to my car. Question 1 is how many steps is that in total? They get harder. So you've got 4 numbers to add there. You may have to press pause. Further up the school though, oh my word, you won't have to press pause. A bit like that. Bang! Okay. When you go in to a petrol station, why are all the sweets and chocolate right by the door? And I was really hungry and I thought, okay, I'm just going to treat everyone at home. So I bought, and this is where you might need your pens and your pencils, I bought 4 packets of Maltesers. I know they weren't all for me. 55p each. 4 packets of Maltesers, 55p each. They also had an offer on those bottles of Diet Coke, 2 for £2.20. So I bought 4. So my question is, how much did I spend altogether? I bought 4 packets of Maltesers at 55p, and I bought 4 bottles of Diet Coke, but the price was £2.20 for 2 bottles. Alright. Now, over the summer holiday, I got a new car because the old one had so many miles on it, it was going to fall to pieces. And I've only had it 4 weeks, but already it has done 2,876 miles. There's a few football trips in there, if you're wondering why he's got so many on it. So, my question 3 is, I've had my new car for 4 weeks. It's done 2,876 miles. On average, how many miles have I done per week? Okay. Question 4. The price of petrol. It is getting so expensive. So when I pay for my petrol, and you pay for petrol in litres, it was 134.5p. Another word for saying it is £1.34.5. Okay. 2 years ago, I worked out that it was only 99.5p per litre, believe it or not. Now, if I put 40 litres in my car every time, okay, how much more am I paying now in total to fill up than I was 2 years ago? Okay, here's your answers. Question 1, how many steps? That was 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10 is 30. Question 2, how much did I spend on the sweets and chocolate? £6.60. Question 3, on average I'm doing 719 miles per week. That will come down. Number 4, that price of petrol, on average I'm now paying £14 more per fill up. Alright, well done if you got those. I'll think of even more ambitious ones next week. Alright. It's time for these. Reading and Maths Awards. Teachers, press pause now. Well done if you got these. Which person has really worked hard in maths this week and been successful? What about the readers? Looking forward to finding out who that is in a little bit. Logan's been back on the jokes trail, thank you. Are you ready? A man ran into a doctor and said, "I've swallowed a bone." The doctor said, "You're choking." The man said, "No, I'm serious." Think about that one. Did you hear about the man who was really good at knock-knock jokes? He was so good he won a Nobel Prize. Think about that as well. And last one, how do you make an octopus laugh? With tentacles. There they are for this week. Okie dokie. Right, now it's time to press pause again because all the golden tickets have been in. When I was in year 3 yesterday at lunchtime, I saw who'd got to gold. So they've been in the draw this morning. And teachers, press pause and let everybody know who has won the golden ticket draw. Well done everybody who's won the golden tickets. My door will be open this afternoon. If I'm in, great, let's have a chat. If I'm not, come in anyway and choose your book so you've got it for the weekend. Okie dokie. Now, do you remember last week when we went into year 7 and we spoke to Mr. Raven to find out what's going on in year 7? Well, we've gone right down to the bottom of the school, to reception. And I went into reception yesterday and Mr. Mason, Miss Coyle are going to tell us all about what's happening in reception. You ready, guys? Do you remember last week when we had a good look at year 7? We're at the top of the school, both in terms of age and in terms of, well, where they are. They're at the top of the school. Well, we've come right down to the other end. So we've come down, and this week we're going to find out a bit more about reception. And so let's have a little look in here. How are we feeling today? Oh, these are our zones of regulation, aren't they? There's those words. There's everybody's names. How do you feel today? Hopefully it's that one in the top left-hand corner. Happy. Oh gosh. In Bertie class, we reach for the stars. That's very ambitious. I mentioned that word in assembly already. Phonics. They're starting the phonics. Now, I went into reception earlier this week and they were fantastic. There's Mr. Mason's board. It's very quiet in here. Maybe there's nobody here. Maybe they've all gone home. Hello, Mr. Mason.
Hello, are you okay?
Yeah, fine, thank you. You know what? We went into year 7 last week and there were tables and children sitting at the tables. Bit different in reception, isn't it?
It's very different, yes. Lots of areas to explore. Lots of hands-on activities, definitely.
And have your new children settled in yet?
They have. They've done really well. Done really, really well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're very proud of them. Very proud.
Excellent. So we've got the creative area over here. Are these some of the pictures on the walls?
They are. Some of our artwork.
Is that Elmer the elephant?
It is. It is.
That's one of my favourite books, Elmer the Elephant and Winnie the Witch series. They're my two favourites. What else have we got? We've always got to remember, we've got outside, haven't we, Mr. Mason?
Absolutely.
Our wow words, that's going to come in. And out here, very bright, which is lovely.
Lots of construction in the corner.
Okay.
Our mud kitchen as well.
And you know what? When I saw the children out here, Mr. Mason, they were playing so nicely. Hello, Miss Coyle.
Hi everyone. Hello.
We were just discussing Year 7's a bit different to reception.
Oh, it really is, Mr. Parker. It's a lot different down here, isn't it, Mr. Mason?
Very different.
We like to make lots of noise down here in the balcony. Sometimes you might hear us. We like to do lots of painting. But we have so much fun down here in reception, Mr. Parker.
Can we have a look in your room, Miss?
Of course, come on.
And you're growing things there as well.
We had lots of carrots, didn't we?
Got
Mr.
some lovely
Mason?
carrots.
You have, yeah. Oh, they're growing well, these, even though they're seem to grow very naturally. We've got the maths over here, learning about number. So, where's all the tables that the children sit at all day?
Oh, Mr. Parker, you know in reception, we don't use tables. We only use tables when we're doing some writing in phonics or whenever we're creating something amazing. Lots of the time in reception we like to spend our time on the floor, on our tummies, because it's good for our gross motor skills and it helps us be nice and strong.
Fantastic. And you know, Year 7, in their project, they're doing all about William Shakespeare.
Oh.
I'm guessing, and slavery. I'm guessing that probably isn't your project in reception at the moment.
It is not. No, our project is very, very different because in reception, the first term, we're learning all about our new school because the boys and girls in reception haven't seen our new school before.
No?
So we're learning all about who we are, who our friends are, and all about ourselves, aren't we, Mr. Mason? Yeah, we're having lots of fun. This week, we've made some self-portraits.
Oh, have you now?
Ooh, and we've got them right out here in our
Oh, let's
lovely
have a look.
corridor. Let's have a look.
There's all the birthdays. There's my birthday month, right there. June the 8th, if you've got the diary out.
Here we are. These are our
There we
lovely
go,
portraits.
look at these.
We were blown away by the beautiful writing and the lovely portraits the children made.
Fantastic. Mr. Mason, Miss Coyle, thank you for showing us around reception.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. We've had lots of fun.
Last week was Year 7, this week reception. I bet all the other teachers are hoping that it's them next week. Thank you, Miss Coyle and Miss Mason, for that. The children have been asking me this week, when are we going to get our turn? I don't know yet. I don't know. I'll have a little think in the week and decide. All the teachers, I'm sure, are very excited about having the spotlight on their year group. Don't know who it's going to be next week, though. I've not decided. Golden medals time! Miss Wheaton, who have you chosen? Well, she said, please can the gold medal go to Elias in the Philharmonic class. He's shown a positive attitude to learning. He's helpful to other children when they need help, especially with phonics. He's always ready to have a go at a challenge and he's made the Year 1 teachers very proud. Well done, Elias. This is the most important award that you can get at LIPA Primary. The next choice was Miss Lyons. She said, I'm choosing Sophia for my golden medal for always being a kind friend and a captain collaborative. She always looks after everyone, including her friend Katie. Miss Barrahy and I are very pleased with her, so well done there. Miss Moore said, Jacob. Well done, Jacob. He's settled in well into Year 6 and he's focusing on his learning, he tries his best and he's working hard to stay focused. The final medal from Miss Graham. Miss Graham hasn't chosen somebody in her class, she's chosen somebody in her school. She's chosen Issa for being really, really sensible because at the end of the school day one day, Issa spotted somebody who was upset and had fallen over outside, ran to Miss Graham and made sure that they were all sorted out. But that's the type of person that Issa is. So, I will pass these to teachers and they will be with you. Okay, we're at the end of assembly. So remember, my notice board over there, it's got far too much blue on it. I don't often say that phrase. I want to fill it with your work from home. Please, 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 please bring me lots in. Have a lovely weekend. See you next week.